to Heritage Ways on YouTube, and I am Miss Katie. I would like to tell you today, I would like to go over what is in our first aid kit. I started making this kit in fall a couple of years ago. That's why it's in an autumn box, because this is what I found. I didn't want some plastic, run-of-the-mill. I wanted something nice looking, and I love fall, so I chose this box. It seems a little big, I know, but let me talk to you a little bit about what's in it. And it's not even big enough to take care of everything that we take on a trip. Now, this is the kit that we have upstairs in the laundry room. So if we ever need something, we will grab this. It's got the handles. I love the lid. I just love the look of it. We put it in the car if we're going on a trip of any kind, longer than a day or so, or maybe even if it is a day, depends. I'll put this in the car. I'll have one of the kids go get it and they put it in the back of the car. We take this camping and so forth. So as you know, we are about to adventure further onto our Heritage Homestead journey. We're still on the journey itself, but the portion where we get in an RV with our 3 youngest children is about to approach. So this will go with us as well. Now I want to say this is not the be all end all. This is not a video telling you exactly every single thing you need to have in a first aid kit. This is just what our family needs for our needs, and let's walk through that. If you're just joining us, you're probably wondering, you may be wondering about the echo going on here, and these people don't know how to make a video and the sound. Well, we are, our house has been emptied and we are getting ready to sell it. So that's why that's going on. So we appreciate grace in that department. Okay, we have several, these are like the little bags that come, like you get sheets in or pillowcases. And I used to use these when I was teaching public school, and I would put little games in them, and then I'd hang them on a hook or whatever. So I keep these. I don't have a stash of them, but I keep 1 or 2, and then this is what I've used. Now, the idea, I had 4 in here, but I kind of changed my plan. And this is fluid, meaning that it can change as your needs change. All right, this was on top. I don't want to talk about this first, but I will. It was on top. This would be the allergy bag, the emergency bag, if somebody gets stung by a bee or whatever kind of, they have an allergic reaction. Now, none of our people are allergic to something specifically that we know of. So if you do, you might need an EpiPen or whatever, but we don't. I also want to say that I try to steer clearly away as much as possible from over-the-counter medications and things like that. So I'm going to talk about that as I go. You decide what you need and what's best for your people. I do have allergy tablets in here, antihistamine, and this is only, and they're probably expired, honestly. 3 years ago. We don't ever use them. I guess I might keep them in here for peace of mind. I don't know. It's just in case somebody, I just saw somebody one time that had a bee sting on her tongue when she ate a hamburger on a picnic, and I never got over that sight. And so I just have this Benadryl and the generic just for those emergencies. And as you see, that's been used. Okay, that expired 2 years ago, so these probably need to go in the trash. But I guess for my peace of mind, I do keep those in here for that purpose. And let's see, I've got, this is another Benadryl, and those are just, for emergency. Another Benadryl. Wow, I must be paranoid or something. And here's a poison ivy itch relief. Now, I will say about this entire little bag here, I need to revisit this because I found other things that will help with bee stings and things like that. So this is a triple antibiotic ointment. So that's what this is. So this would be the emergency if somebody were to get stung or had some major allergic reaction. Okay. All right. Let's go with the loose items. Here's just some hydrogen peroxide in here. Also, I had to find a box big enough for the bottles that I had, and I didn't buy a travel size of all this because I already had these things. So this is not an inconvenience for us to carry this around. There's just the isopropyl alcohol, And then, okay, now these two items, this is a B&W ointment. I got it at the Amish store. This was $23.95. I got it at Schleyball's Country Store near Mount Gilead, Ohio. You can find it at all kinds of places. B&W ointment stands for burns and wounds, and it's very good, very, very good. And it only takes a dab, and we haven't used much at all. The hunk that's out there, I gave a big old hunk to somebody, but other than that, it really, you only have to use a little bit on a burn or a wound. I will say it has directions and it has ingredients. So if you're interested in that, I can find a link and put it down in the comments. I'll work on that for y'all. This is another item. My family lives in Amish community or Amish area in Ohio, and that's why I have a lot of Amish influences in my life, because I have Amish friends. So this is a burdock healing ointment. This is very good. My friend, Mr. Wingard, he suggested this. This was $5.98. But again, these things are all natural and this lasts forever. I would much recommend this than the triple antibiotic ointment, which I'm going to throw away after this video. I haven't used that in forever. But this is for burns, wounds, chapped hands, diaper rash, and infection. So it's got burdock, comfrey, sage, wormwood, golden seal, cloves, honey, aloe vera, gel, vitamin E, oil, olive oil, vegetable glycerin, and beeswax. So I might can find a link to post down below for you to find those two. I'll work on that for y'all. I've just got tissues and this just some bandage wraps down here on the bottom. And then I've got a little Tupperware thing of Q-tips. I already had this. I didn't buy anything extra, just the container for this first aid kit. And then I've got another one of these bags. And I have, keep in mind we're all adults here, okay? I've got cotton, and then I've got women's sanitary napkins, all natural cotton. But they don't have to be, just something absorbent. And y'all, this would be vital. It'd be great to have those sanitary napkins if you have a bleed, a really profuse cut or wound. You just put those on there. I have I think I have 3 in here. And put those on there, and that will absorb better than a bandana or something like that. So that's why I've got these 3 sanitary napkins. I've got more Q-tips for some strange reason. It's a lot of Q-tips and cotton balls, 100% cotton. And then I've got these scissors if the sanitary napkins needed to be cut, and you needed 2 or 3, and then you needed to wrap it in this or what have you. So I like that. I hope I never have to use that. But I like that idea of having those in there because they're absorbent. Okay, now I've got that out here. All the things we're talking about. Okay, I've got these charcoal caps. This is not my favorite brand, and I will put some links down below. I'll find some links for you for several of these things, and I'll put them down below. We are recently we've become Amazon affiliates, and I just want you to know that as Amazon affiliates, we do get a small income from that if you would click on the links. It is no extra cost to you to click on any link that we have. No extra cost. But it helps us just a little bit to put some diesel fuel in our tank for the Heritage Homestead journey. So I will try to find a link for charcoal caps that I love, but these are great for a lot of things. I won't go into that today because that's almost a video in itself. But charcoal, these are capsules that you take for all sorts of conditions, but especially stomach upset and digestive issues. So that's good for that. Also, you can brush your teeth with it. You can use it for cleansing. There are a lot of different uses for the charcoal, activated charcoal, the charcoal caps. Just masking tape if you need to bandage, tape a bandage. Okay, now this little bag is designated as the sleep remedies. All right, I bought these once upon a time when we were on a camping trip and somebody was having major trouble sleeping. But this is a Bach flower essence. I have talked to you about Bach flower essences before in this video. And I really love the Bach flower essences. They got me through it. One of them got me through a time in my life, well, when my mother passed. The Lord used these. So anyway, natural sleep aid, all natural. and then asleep homeopathic tablets. So I just have these in here. We don't use those a lot, and you know, but I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to keep them in there. And then the last thing that's in our box, and I'll tell you a couple more things before we go after that, is again, we got this little zipper thing. Now, these are more of our, you know, your standard Band-Aids, just your, you know, standard Band-Aid boxes, different sizes, just the gauze, extra large. And I'll show you what else is in here. We have just some gauze wrap stuff. I have a feeling some little hens have been in here. It kind of looks like they have, bless them. I also have my thermometers in here. I have 2 thermometers. So this is just your general bandage. There's your adhesive tape. More alcohol swabs that I'm not sure where I got those, but more the Neosporin, but I'm gonna set that aside. I don't use that anymore, and I need to get rid of that. Okay, okay, 2 or 3 things here. I've got this Melagel. This is a product from the Melaleuca company. I love it, gel, and it's awesome. So if you're familiar with the Melaleuca company, it is an MLM company, but if you know somebody who sells it or distributes it, it's a really great company. I love it. So this is a good product, and I use that instead of the Neosporin. This is just a tea tree sample that I got when I bought something else, and a healing salve. And this is a homemade one that a friend of mine, she used to live up the road, and she made. So it's a healing salve, kind of along the lines of these type of things right there. Then we have Sting Stop. Now in this video, I showed you about Arnica, and I told you about the Arnica gel. This is the same company that makes this. So this is an insect gel with citronella, and it really, really works. You can see we've used it a lot. Sting Stop. Homeopathic, and I'll try to put a link down below for this too. This is really good, y'all. And then this is a prescription ointment that we at one point in our lives, when our family doubled overnight through adoption, we MRSA was introduced into our lives. And so this mupirocin, I think is how you pronounce it, became vital to use when we had MRSA flare-ups in our home. Since then, I have, well, that's a whole another video too that I need to make in the future, how I deal with MRSA, because I've learned a lot of things from my doctor, and yeah, through my own study and research and my doctor. And so I use this sparingly, if at all, but I still keep it. I hold on to it. You know, I'm not anti-doctor, y'all. I just try to do things as naturally as I can. Now, if you take medications, or if you are in a position where you can get refills and put them in your first aid kit, that's a good idea. Whatever you think you need in your first aid kit. This just seems to suit us. As I have realized I needed things, I would add those. And I also have a whistle that I just pulled out, and I'm going to start keeping in there. That way, if we need a whistle for to summon help for some reason. One thing that we haven't used in forever, and he's probably outgrown it by now, I'm sure. Which reminds me, I really want to do a video about it's our youngest son's respiratory health, and it was very serious, and we were on all these inhalers and all this kind of thing, and then the doctor at major children's hospital in a major city released my son because of things that because he had healed as a result of things that we used that were not all this stuff. So I'm not playing doctor here. I'm not a doctor at all. I'm a mama of 6 children, and I have been for 25 and a half years. So just take my advice with a grain of salt as a friend to a friend. But anyway, back to this. This was for a little music man, his breathing, and we had these 2 different inhalers, and I keep these, I think because of the same reason I keep the Benadryl, maybe peace of mind. I have used this once in the past 3 or 4 years, or 3 years maybe. It's probably going to go in the trash when we move. And so like I said, I'm going to save this little story for another video if anybody's interested in learning about all that. And he had respiratory, he had surgery. So specifically he had tracheomalacia, but we can talk about that in another video. But just to show you that we don't throw away everything, we don't toss everything allopathic, which is medical doctor prescribed. I just held on to that. Now, whenever we travel, we also take 2 other things, and that's my essential oils and my homeopathic remedies. You will learn more about homeopathy if you stay tuned to our channel, because that's one of my new passions and interests and hobbies. I'm just fascinated by everything. Here's what we used around the time I had the flu. I'll just give you that teaser, and if you're interested in a video about how we've cured the flu, not we, the Lord has used these things to help us with the flu and all sorts of problems. So I've got a lot to share with you if you're interested. So these are just remedies you get at, I ordered this one, but you get them at like a Sprouts or something, like a Whole Foods or a Sprout store. And these are different remedies for different things, homeopathic tablets. So, and here's a little paper, a little cheat sheet that our children use, even our 9 and 10-year-olds. I need to get another container, I don't like that one. And then our essential oils. We use these, there have been times where we wished we had taken them. So now we take them on every trip. And we take our diffuser, especially if we're going to a hotel room, y'all. That is the first thing we do when I walk in. I said, little Miss Homemaker, set up the diffuser and let's get any funkiness out of here. You know, I mean, you can diffuse your purification or your purify oil and help with bugs and mice and all kinds of things. So anyway, this is a little container I got at off of Amazon, and I'll try to put the link to that down below too, and you can just click right on that link. I love this little, I should have left it zipped for y'all, but I love this. Love it. And I think it holds 56 oils. I think that's right. And it's got a little pocket. I have a reference, I have some stickers, and then a reference book here. And these are the oils. These are our non-diffusing oils. And what I mean when I say that, if the main essential oils have tons of purposes, but if we mainly use it to not diffuse, then it's in here. Okay, and then we may have something in both. We may have orange in both of them. These are our diffusing oils. So hold on, I'll tell you about that. But yeah, I mean, and I use 3 different oil companies at this time. This is July 2018. And I'll tell you why in another video. And it's just have them in there. It's just great. They're all, it's padded in between. I love this little thing. So I about filled it up. So we take our essential oils, which we think we think highly of our essential oils. God made all kinds of amazing things. All right, this is a little bag that I designed, and our 3rd son made it back when he and his brother had a leather business. They still do, but it's dormant right now, and they're not taking orders. But I bought these little things and then asked him to, I think he designed it. I gave him a couple ideas, but he designed it, and it works for me. It's got the little lid, it's got the little latch, and I have them these are A to L, and these are M to Z, and then these are just little things like here's the inhalers that I got in an essential oil place in Belleville, Ohio, and then these are the little containers that I have the pads in that go that I use for my diffuser necklace that my second daughter-in-law gave me for my birthday last year. And then I have a couple of instructions for, allergy tablets, how to make those, and just different things. So that's what's in the middle. So these are the oils that we would typically diffuse. There may be some, like I said, that we, stress away from young living. You can put that on your pulse points, or you can inhale it, or you can diffuse it. but I have one in each container. On Guard from doTERRA. This is like Thieves from Young Living, and you can put this on your body or diffuse it. So anyway, but if it's typically being diffused, it goes in here. So that's how we organize it, and it works for us. So that is what we carry. It seems like a lot, but the times we have not had our homeopathic remedies on a trip, or even just the other day when Little Music Man drank, I let him have some sweet tea at the fast food place. And then I was so tired, I wasn't paying attention, and he asked if he could get a refill, and it was a smaller cup, but he got a refill, and he drank half of that refill, and his stomach was just in fits. I mean, he said, oh, I won't ever have sugar again. I needed my Nox Vomica. Nox Vomica is what that's for overuse, and think of vomit, but that's for overindulgence. And I needed that, and I didn't have it. So it'd be awesome if I had one of these in the car to leave in the car, but I don't. So that's it, guys. That is what we travel with. That's what we use at home. And I hope it helps you in some small way. And look out for future videos. Please hit the red subscribe button. And this is your friend, Miss Katie, trying to help you walk life with you. So I'll see you next time.